Well, I'm back at it again. Mommy Hen here. Today I want to follow up on a promise that I made a couple weeks ago to do something with these Filo shells. Basically, they're just puff pastry. And you can make different appetizers with them, pies, hors d'oeuvres, and things of this nature. So what I've got here in front of me is some sweet potato puree that I just finished making up, and some pumpkin pie puree, which store-bought. I used a 15-ounce can of pumpkin pie filling. Now, all the ingredients, because I don't have time to go through all the ingredients, I'll list all the ingredients down in the description. So, what I've got here is a small ice cream scooper, and I'm just going to fill those shells up. Fill the shells up with the sweet potato custard. These are great for baby showers, wedding parties, just little get-togethers with the girls or the boys. And they're quick and easy to make. So I'm just filling them to the brim. Looks like I got a little heavy-handed on the sweet potato. And then I've got the pumpkin. Now, I've got a 24-piece muffin tin, and I'm just going to do 12 of each. But I would say that for one 15-ounce can of pumpkin, you could possibly do 24 to 36 little tartlets, and the same for the sweet potato. And if you just want half of the amount, then use half of the ingredients. And those are done. Off they go to the oven. Hold the line. Don't go anywhere. I've got a few extra to fill up because they come 15 in a package. So I've got 6 left over. And you can freeze these. Make them all up and then freeze them and take them out at your leisure. Okay, off they go. And then you want to bake them between 15 and 20 minutes. Okay, bake those for 15 to 20 minutes. Hold that line. I allowed the oven to preheat to 375. So preheat your oven to 375. Bake for between 15 and 20 minutes. I'll give you just a brief breakdown of the ingredients, just because I need to explain that the brown bits that you're going to see in the batter comes from browning the butter. So for the pumpkin pie, again, you use 1 15-ounce can. Then, now this is just for half a batch, what I just did. Again, that'll make 24 to 36 little tartlets for both the sweet potato and the pumpkin. So I got 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin pie puree, 1 egg yolk, about 1/3 of a cup of milk or evaporated milk or heavy whipping cream, your choice, to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon, a 1/4 teaspoon, of ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. I'm thinking about sweet potato. 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon salt. I use fresh nutmeg. I use the whole nut and I grate it. So 1/2 of a grated nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, ground cloves, and 1/2 stick of browned butter. And then your flavorings, you can use vanilla, you can use butter, you can use brandy, whatever you like. 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to thicken up the batter. And that's it on the pumpkin. For the sweet potato, you're going to use 2 small sweet potatoes, 1/2 stick of browned butter, a 1/4 cup of milk, evaporated milk, heavy whipping cream, your choice, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 small grated nutmeg, and then for the flavorings, I use almond and pure vanilla. And then the same for the sugar, 1/3 of a cup of white sugar and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch for thickening, and then the half of a lemon juiced for the sweet potato, and 1 egg for both the pumpkin and the sweet potato. And that's just about it. And then you just, you know, find your Filo shells. I would imagine they're sold in most stores, but the more high-end stores, I'm sure they have them in. And then just take a small ice cream scooper or a small teaspoon and fill the cups, pop them in the oven, let them bake for 15, 20 minutes. You got a wonderful appetizer. So we wait. Hold the line. they're just about done. I came up with a very ingenious way in which to serve these up. I think you're gonna like it. Basically, with the custard already cooked and the shells already baked, this is why it only takes 15 to 20 minutes to finish baking them off. When I first started making these, I did it the old-fashioned way. I took regular pie crust. Now, I know how to make pie crust, but who has time for that? So I bought the already pie crust, and I took a cookie cutter and cut circles into the pie dough. Put them down in my miniature muffin tin, and then just took the ice cream scooper and scooped and put the batter into the pie dough. That was the old-fashioned way of doing it. When I saw these in the store, of course I've known about them before, but to actually just be walking by and see them, then I thought of this idea, and so I thought I'd try them out, see how they work. Again, you can pre-bake them. You can store them in the freezer until you're ready to use them. And I'm guessing that you'll get between 24 to 36 little tartlets. Okay. And they are ready. So, let's see how I can get these out without making a mess. Well, I'm gonna try. Please bear with me, because they're super hot. But you see what I'm doing. You can see that. And the first ones are the pumpkin. See, how does a checkerboard work? Bear with me. Okay, and then we're doing it with the sweet potato. These are hot. Very, very hot. Okay, y'all. I'm trying, but they're hot. Trying to dig these out with my fingers. Let me see here. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. One there, one there, one there, one here, one there, one there, one here. One here. One here. And one here. I guess that's how it goes. Something like this, y'all. You can serve these up as an appetizer on a checkerboard. How about that? Aren't those about the cutest things you ever seen? Take a look. Let me see if I can hold it up so you can see it real good. Well, maybe not. Aren't these about the cutest things you've ever seen? Pumpkin pie tartlets and sweet potato pie tartlets. And there you have it. Another fabulous treat from me to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. With that said, bye-bye.